winter of our discontent made glorious summer by this son of York, and all the clouds that lowered upon our house in the deep bosom of the ocean bury it. Now are our brows bound with victorious wreaths, our bruised arms hung up from monuments, our stern alarums changed to merry meetings, our dreadful marches to delightful measures. Grim-visaged woe has smoothed his wrinkled front, and now, instead of mounting barbed steeds to fright the souls of fearful adversaries, he capers nimbly in a lady's chamber, to the lascivious pleasing of a lute. But I, that am not shaped for sportive tricks, nor made to court an amorous looking-glass, I, that am curtailed of this fair proportion, cheated of feature by dissembling nature, deformed, unfinished, sent before my time into this breathing world scarce half made up, and that so lamely and unfashionable that dogs bark at me as I hold by them. Why, I, in this weak piping time of peace, have no delight to pass away the time unless to spy my shadow in the sun, and descant on mine own deformity. And therefore, since I cannot prove a lover to entertain these fair well-spoken days, I am determined to prove a villain and hate the idle pleasures of these days. Plots have I laid, inductious, dangerous, by drunken prophecies, libels, and dreams, to set my brother Clarence and the king in deadly hate the one against the other. And if King Edward be as true and just as I am subtle, false, and treacherous, this day should Clarence closely be mewed up about a prophecy which says that G of Edward's hairs the murderer shall be. Dive thoughts down to my soul, here Clarence comes. Brother, good days. What means this armed guard that waits upon your grace? His Majesty, tendering my person's safety, has appointed this conduct to convey me to the Tower. Upon what cause? Because my name is George. Alack, my lord, that fault is none of yours. He should for that commit your godfathers. Or belike his Majesty has some intent that you shall be new christened in the Tower. But what's the matter, Clarence? May I know? Yea, Richard, when I know. For I protest, as yet I do not. But as I can learn, he hearkens after prophecies and dreams, and from the crossrow plucks the letter G, and says a visit told him that by G his issue disinherited should be. And for my name of George begins with G, it follows in his thought that I am he. These, as I learn, and such like toys as these have moved his highness to commit me now. Why, this it is when men are ruled by women. 'Tis not the king that sends you to the Tower. My Lady Grey, his wife, Clarence, 'tis she that tempers him to this extremity. Was it not she, and that good man of worship, Anthony Vaudeville, her brother there, that make him send Lord Hastings to the Tower, from whence this present day is delivered? We are not safe, Clarence. We are not safe. By heaven, I think there's no man is secured but the Queen's kindred and night-walking heralds that trudge betwixt the king and Mr. Shaw. Heard ye not what an humble suppliant Lord Hastings was to her for his delivery, humbly complaining to her deity, got my Lord Chamberlain his liberty? I tell you what, I think it is our way, if we will keep in favour with the king, to be her man and wear her livery. The jealous, o'erworn widow and herself, since that our brother dubbed them gentlewomen, are mighty gossips in this monarchy. I beseech your gracious both to pardon me. His Majesty has straitly given in charge that no man shall have private conference of what degree soever with his brother.
Even so, and please your worship, Tewkesbury, you may partake of anything we say. We speak no treason, man. We say the king is wise and virtuous, and his noble queen well struck in years, fair and not jealous. We say that yours wife has a pretty foot, a cherry lip, a bonny eye, a passing pleasing tongue, and that the queen's kindred are made gentlefolks. How say you, sir? Can you deny all this?
With this, my lord, myself have naught to do.
Not to do with Mistress Shaw. I tell thee, fellow, he that does naught with her, excepting one, were best he do it secretly, alone.
What one, my lord?
Her husband, knave. Wouldst thou betray me?
I beseech your grace to pardon me, and withal forbear your conference with the noble duke.
We know thy charge, Tewkesbury, and will obey.
We are the queen's subjects and must obey. Brother, farewell. I will unto the king, and whatsoe'er you will employ me in, were it to call King Edward's widow sister, I will perform it to enfranchise you. Meantime, this deep disgrace in brotherhood touches me dearer than you can imagine.
I know. It pleases neither of us well.
Well, your imprisonment shall not be long. I will deliver you, or else lie for you. Meantime, have patience.
I must perforce. Farewell.
Go, tread the path that thou shalt ne'er return. Simple, plain Clarence, I do love thee so, that I will shortly send thy soul to heaven, if heaven will take the present at our hands. But who comes here? The new delivered Hastings.
Good time of day, my gracious lord.
As much unto my good Lord Chamberlain. Well, are you welcome to the open air? How has your lordship brooked imprisonment?
With patience, noble lord, as prisoners must. But I shall live, my lord, to give them thanks that were the cause of my imprisonment.
No doubt, no doubt. And so shall Clarence too. For they that were your enemies are his, and have prevailed as much on him as you.
More pity that the eagle should be mute, while kites and buzzards prey at liberty.
What news abroad?
No news so bad abroad as this at home. The king is sickly, weak and melancholy, and his physicians fear him mightily.
Now, by St. Paul, this news is bad indeed. Oh, he has kept an evil diet long, and overmuch consumed his royal person. 'Tis very grievous to be thought upon. What, is he in his bed?
He is.
Go you before, and I will follow you. He cannot live, and must not die, till George be packed with post-horse up to heaven. I'll in, to urge his hatred more to Clarence, with lies well steeled, with weighty arguments. And if I fail not in my deep intent, Clarence has not another day to live. Which done, God take King Edward to his mercy, and leave the world for me to bustle in. Ha ha!